Hi, I'm Melinda Rose.
And I'm Laura Marshall.
And this is Light Matters for June 1st, 2011. In this week's Light Matters, we'll preview the June issue of Photonics Spectra, share final thoughts of Laser Munich, examine a visual navigation system used on Endeavour's final voyage, and explain how UV light saves reindeer in the Arctic.
The June issue of Photonics Spectra will be mailed this week, and in our cover story, Dr. Alexander Getz of ASD Inc. looks at 30 years and counting of hyperspectral imaging. With its ability to derive atmospheric information, hyperspectral imaging is poised to provide continuous global monitoring. In another feature, regular contributing editor Marie Freebody looks at the new ground nanolasers are breaking. Covering the wavelength range from 500 to 1400 nanometers, nanolasers will bring greater capacity to biosensing, data storage, photolithography, and optical communications. In the young field of optofluidics, many technologies already are mature on the lab scale and are ripe for tackling health problems in the developing world. This month, contributing editor Gary Boas shows us how the technology is evolving. We have another special feature this month from Marie Freebody, a look at sophisticated software systems that enable complex optical design. And Shayan Mitra of GE Global Research in Bangalore has contributed a feature on diode laser-based sensors for non-invasive temperature sensing in the power generation industry.
Sounds like a great issue. It must have been challenging to get the final pages together since we were both in Germany last week.
Yeah, it was kind of a challenge, but luckily I've got a great team back home to work on it.
So Laser Munich, or as its official name, Laser World of Photonics 2011, wrapped up last week. We were both there. What were your impressions of the show?
I thought that the energy in the exhibit halls especially was just buoyant. I mean, people were really excited. I guess attendance was up according to the organizers, and it certainly seemed like the halls were packed to the gills.
You know, having been there 2 years ago and just seeing such a marked difference, especially in Germany, because Germany really took a hit when the economy went down more than any other country in Europe, especially in our industry, and to see the upbeat mood and the feeling of the people in Germany, and just everybody was commenting on the number of people coming to their booths, and not only the traffic, which was considerable, but the fact that people were actually wanting to buy products. And as you know, there's the equipment in this industry is is big and expensive, and for the industrial market to come back like that is really a positive sign.
Yeah, it really seemed like business was booming in Germany and around the world, considering the international attendance.
Now, solar, we both noticed as we were flying into Germany that the whole country sparkles from the air because of all the solar panels that they have. They've really, really made a huge commitment to solar power. In fact, they've recently announced that they're going to end their nuclear program, and a big part of the show also dealt with solar.
Yeah, it was really encouraging to see just where the technology is going, and the excitement surrounding it.
And how lasers work into that, because lasers are used in the photovoltaic panel manufacturing.
Yeah.
And so all in all, it was a great show, and we're looking forward to 2013 and seeing what happens then.
The Space Shuttle Endeavour's final voyage ended earlier today as the craft landed safely at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. One of its final missions was a flight test of STORM, or Sensor Test for Orion Relative Navigation Risk Mitigation, developed by Lockheed Martin, Ball, and NASA. The test demonstrated the first highly reliable navigation sensor, called the Vision Navigation System, that is designed for America's next-generation spacecraft, such as the Orion Crew Exploration Vehicle. STORM's high-definition docking camera and advanced laser-based vision navigation sensor will greatly improve the technology needed for vehicles to safely rendezvous and dock in space. In the test piloted by Commander Mark Kelly during Endeavour's mission, the shuttle crew conducted an unprecedented on-orbit maneuver. They undocked from the space station and then re-rendezvoused with the station on an Orion-like approach. The orbital rendezvous verified the successful operation of the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle's next-generation docking sensor, which NASA has identified as a critical technology needed for future space exploration missions. Orion's sensor technology provides continuous measurements from more than 3 miles to within 5 feet, 3 times the range capability of the current relative navigation sensor. During its 16-day mission, the Endeavour crew also delivered the Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer, a state-of-the-art particle physics detector constructed by an international team. The AMS uses the unique environment of space to advance knowledge of the universe and lead to understanding of the universe's origin by searching for antimatter, dark matter, and measuring cosmic rays. The Space Shuttle program is scheduled to end in July with the final flight of Atlantis.
The ultraviolet light that can cause temporary snow blindness in humans can be life-saving for reindeer in the Arctic. Winters in the Arctic are very severe. The ground is covered in snow and the sun is very low on the horizon. At times, the sun barely rises in the middle of the day. Under these conditions, light is scattered such that the majority of it that reaches objects is in the blue or UV range. In addition, snow can reflect up to 90% of the UV rays that falls on it. The vision of reindeer in the region was tested to see what wavelengths they can see, and it was found that they can perceive down to around 350 to 320 nanometers in the ultraviolet range. Very few mammals, including humans, can see into the UV. However, a team funded by a UK Research Council revealed that the retina of Arctic reindeer respond to UV. Under UV light, the urine of other predators would appear black on the snow, an easy contrast for the reindeer to see. Also appearing black in the UV are lichens, a major food source in winter, and fur, making predators such as wolves very easy to see despite being completely camouflaged to other animals that can't see in the UV. The team will now attempt to discover why the reindeer's eyes don't seem to be damaged by UV as human eyes would. Perhaps UV light isn't as bad for eyes as they first thought, or maybe reindeer have a unique way of protecting themselves which humans could learn from.
Well, that's it for this edition of Light Matters. For more on any of these stories, visit Photonics.com. To subscribe to our newscast, you can click on the share icon on this video player and choose feeds to enter your subscription directly into iTunes or any other RSS program.
There are also icons to share this video on most social media sites, and you'll find Light Matters in the iTunes store.
Please send your questions or comments to lightmatters@photonics.com. We welcome your feedback and would like to share your thoughts in a future show. You can also find Photonics Media on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week.